passive ones, I'm glad you're here. Not for any personal reasons, you understand. It's just that things always get exciting shortly after you've arrived. But I know that before you can even begin to think about what might be coming next, you need me to remind you about our last little rendezvous with adventure. So, listen carefully. Young Scott and friends have proved their worth by delving deep below the earth. A bony monster's dismal wail could never make their courage fail. So on they went, past spear points bright, to Merlin and his gift of flight, which carried Scott aloft with ease, and then a book of recipes caused Black McGrew to rub his tongue, and so they made a Scottish chum. With Gaelic magic brought to bear, a ghostly foe was hardly there. So now Scott's nearing level 3. Will he survive below? Let's see. A knight is standing in his way. You'd like to know what's next? Okay.
What shall I say, guys?
Have we got a password? We haven't, have we?
No.
The password now!
But we haven't.
Well, what have you got, team?
Do you have a spell?
Oh yeah. Spellcasting. C-H-A-R-M.
What's happening?
Nothing yet.
You're pushing your luck, mate. You really are. You really are the most charming dungeoneer I've ever met. Cool, I didn't know they let people like you come down here and do this kind of thing.
People like me?
Yeah, people with style, grace, elegance. People who should be pampered like kings, not blindfolded and sent into a smelly old dungeon to sniff out useless bits of treasure.
Ask him if he'll let you pass, Scott, seeing as he likes you so much.
As you think I'm so wonderful, will you let me use the wellway, please?
Eh? You don't want to go down there? Level 3 is full of all kinds of horrible things. There's a particularly nasty old bat of a sorceress down there, and you don't want to meet her.
Tell him you need to complete your quest, Scott.
I have to go down there. I've got a quest to complete. But thanks very much for your advice anyway.
It's the least I could do. I suppose I should have known I wouldn't be able to dissuade you. Someone as brave and virtuous as you couldn't possibly shy away from a challenge like this. Yes, I understand that now, and I wish you all the luck in the world.
Thanks a lot. So, you gonna let me pass then?
Of course I am. How could someone as flawed and worthless as Gumboil the inconsequential stand in the way of a great warrior like you? Here, I'll help you to the well.
Thank you.
He's steering you over to the railway.
Yeah, I know.
Well done, team, but I don't think Scott should stay to enjoy the company of his new friend any longer than he needs to. For I'm sure this magic is only temporary, and Gumboil's attitude is likely to change once the spell wears off.
Here you go then. Just step up 2 steps, that's right, and hang on a minute. What am I doing?
Quickly, Scotty, get in the well.
That's right. Put your legs inside and...
Where am I?
You're in a dark cave with bones all over the floor. There are 2 exits at the other side.
Welcome to level 3, team. Here every step is danger, but speed is still essential. Don't let Scott stop too long.
Side step right then. Once more. Stop. Turn left slightly and walk forwards.
Take me to the right-hand door.
Yeah, that's what we're doing. Take.
Warning, this haunting has been sent by Morghanna.
Take one more side step right. Turn left slightly and forwards.
Where am I?
You're in another cave with just one exit this time, right in front of you.
Should we investigate a bit?
No, just get him out. There's nothing there.
Are you?
Extreme danger, team. There's a hobgoblin in the level.
Just get him out quickly.
Run forwards! Stop! Sidestep right! And forwards!
Where am I?
Well, you're at the top of a flight of stairs in a sort of green room. There are 3 other doors on the same wall as the one you've just come through. One of them's up another flight of stairs. In the room below you, there's a large table. Looks like it's got a lot of things on it.
Oh, we've got a big close-up of the things now, Scotty. There's a white kind of bag with salt written on it, a big round shield, a ring with a skull on it, a bottle with sniff written on it, and a huge crossbow.
Get me to the table, quick.
Go down the steps then and walk forwards.
Warning, team. That's a life force threat.
Turn slightly to your left. That's it. You should be able to see the table now.
Yes, I've got it. I think we need this ring, don't we?
Yes, for Hordriss. Don't put it on though.
I won't.
Okay, so definitely take that. And
There's a reward for that object, I believe. Don't you think it's time to keep your word to Hordriss, team?
oh yeah, then we can take 2 more objects.
Call Malefact 3 times, Scotty.
Malefact. Malefact. Malefact.
Dragon's breath. Begone, you tiresome apparition. Away, I say. That's better. Those accursed things really do not agree with one. Ah, Scott, you have kept your word. Excellent. One is gratified to discover that in these modern times there are still some young people who know how to honor a bargain. I thank you kindly.
He's holding out his hand for the ring.
Shall I hand it over?
Yes, quickly!
Marvelous. Yes, this is exactly what I was hoping for. With this ring I can finally... But that is none of your business, is it? However, one is well aware that you do have business here, and one is not about to leave you to get on with it without first redressing the balance. I gift you 2 spells. One is most powerful and is called Fire. The other is quite humble and is called Butt. And now one simply must fly. Good luck, Scott.
Okay, he's gone now.
Fire and butt.
Yes, Nat, we've got them all down. What else shall we take?
Well, I don't think I should take this crossbow because it's a weapon. Plus, it's enormous.
Okay, so what does that leave us with? The bag of salt, the bottle and the shield.
I think we should take the shield, because it looks sort of magical.
I agree.
Okay, let's take that and...
I don't think we'll need the salt.
Why not?
Well, you can't exactly use it as food on its own, and, well, I just think the sniff bottle would probably be more useful.
Yeah, I agree.
Okay, I'll take the bottle.
Okay, now turn 180 degrees and go forward.
Which door should we take?
Up the other steps.
Onwards and downwards, team.
Let's go for the low one on the right, then.
Okay, Scott. Sidestep right.
And walk forward.
Where am I?
It's another cave, and there are 2 exits on the far wall. There's nothing in here, so I suppose...
Warning, team. Cavern wights abound on level 3. They're blind and deaf, but have an acute sense of smell, and already they seem to have picked up Scott's scent.
Walk.
No, we need to use...
Walk forward, Scott.
You must take action, team.
The sniff. Sidestep left twice, Scott. take the top off the bottle and put it down. Now sidestep right twice again.
They're moving away from you and towards the sniff now, Scotty.
Yes, whatever's in that bottle must smell more strongly than Scott. Still, this is not a place to linger, team.
Walk forwards. Stop. One sidestep right. And forwards.
Where am I?
You're in a big grey room with a very tall door on the back wall. There's a table diagonally to your right, and there's a yellow letter M sort of floating on top of it.
Dear me, Morghanna does seem to be fond of those sword hauntings. As you know, team, this spectre represents a significant threat to Scott's life force, and sadly there's practically nothing of that left to speak of. You're going to need superior help here, I feel.
Does that mean we have to call Malefact again?
No way! He'd kill us! We have to get Scotty to the end. It's for Merlin, I bet.
Sidestep right quickly, Scott, and run forward. Can you see the table?
Yes.
Sweep your hand across it, just in front of you. No, a bit further along. That's right.
Ah, Scott, here you are at last. Avaunt thee, Spectre. There. Oh dear, and only just in time. Spellcasting. E-N-E-R-G-Y. Well, that takes care of your life force, but quite frankly, Scott, that's the least of your problems, and I'm afraid I can't solve the others for you just like that. Morghanna awaits you in the deepest depths of the dungeon, and believe me, she is not an easy foe to defeat. Yet defeat her you must if you are to reach the cup. Just remember, do not use your greatest magic against Morghanna the first time you meet her in person. This is what she will be expecting, and she will be ready for your attack. To defeat her, you will have to be shrewd and clever, and know when to bide your time. Now, as I said, I'm afraid I cannot help you against Morghanna directly, but I can give you one small spell as a reward for your progress. And I will! The name of the spell is Door. Do not use it in haste. Step bravely and swiftly now, for you have only a short way to go. A short way, perhaps, but not a smooth one. Come on, team, don't falter now.
Quick, Scott. Sidestep left. Stop. Walk forward now. You're in line with the door.
Where am I?
Well, it's another grey room, and there's this big face on the wall to your left.
It looks really depressed.
A gargoyle is here, team. Have a care.
Oh dear, an intruder. What is your name, intruder?
Shall I tell him?
Yes, I think you'd better.
My name is Scott.
Listen, Scott, I move in continuous circles, yet I travel in a straight line. What am I?
Guys?
Come on, you two. What could it be?
You remember those cams we had to use in DT to make those moving scenes? They turned circular movement into up and down movement, so maybe the answer's cams.
I don't know. Up and down's not really a straight line, is it?
Well, it sort of is.
Or you think you might let us have Cam, but what if we say wheel? That seems to fit better.
Oh yes. Say wheel, Scott.
A wheel.
Marvellous, I feel almost optimistic again. Perhaps there is a shred of intelligence left in humanity after all. What do you seek, Scott?
The cup that heals.
The Holy Grail.
Same thing.
My quest is for the cup.
In that case, when a choice of 4 presents itself, go second from left to reach your goal. Oh dear, I think my good humour is beginning to desert me.
Quickly, team, get him out of there before the wretched creature descends into misery again.
Hurry, for it may even turn hostile.
Walk forward, Scotty, quick. Stop there. Turn 90 degrees to your left and forward.
Where am I?
You're in a dark room with a big red face on the back wall. It's got lots of snakes coming out.
It looks like Medusa.
Extreme warning, team. This is a Medusa. Quickly, Scott, hold the shield up in front of your face, for the helmet of justice will not protect you against its gaze for long. As for the rest of you, turn your heads from the mirror now if you don't wish to be turned to stone.
There, that's better. Now, you must take it in turns to guide Scott out. But each of you must only look at the screen for a few seconds at a time. I will warn you when you must avert your eyes. As for you, Scott, keep that shield held up, otherwise you'll be more rocky than Scotty.
Okay, as long as you promise not to make any more jokes.
Now, Natalie, go.
Okay, Scott. Turn left and walk forward. Stop.
That's enough! Quickly, Natalie, turn from the mirror now! Henry!
Turn 90 degrees right. Forward. Okay, now...
Enough! Turn your face away, Henry! Now, Jen... You weren't looking just then, were you?
No.
Good, because you would have been turned to stone if you had been. Now, Jenny, guide him.
Turn right 90 degrees and walk forward. Right, now.
Stop, Natalie! It's your turn again!
God, guys, what's he doing over there? That's the exit on the far left, isn't it?
Yes, now guide him!
Turn 180 degrees, Scott, and walk forward.
Stop! Turn your eyes away!
Am I nearly out yet?
Henry and Jenny seem to be fans of the scenic route, Scott, but you're on your way now. Henry, go!
Turn 90 degrees right. Forward. Turn 90 degrees left. Forward.
Stop! Turn your eyes away, Henry. Jenny, go!
Forward a bit more. Stop there and turn 90 degrees right. Okay, now.
That's enough! Natalie, why don't you finish this off for us?
Walk forward quickly.
Where am I?
Well, you're at the top of a flight of steps again. There's a big stained glass window next to you, and then in front of that, there are these 4 paths leading off.
Ah, a choice of 4.
Yes, so we want second left, don't we?
Okay, Scotty, come down the steps.
I can see a small pie on the floor here. Shall I put it in my knapsack?
Yes, and then keep going forward.
Ah, stop! There's a woman in all black appeared just in front of you.
So here you are, you pathetic upstart. You will live to regret your decision to trespass in my halls.
Extreme warning, team. You must take action quickly, or...
Do stop that tiresome mewling, you foolish Saxon. I don't know how you expect your dungeoneers to stay in one piece when you send them blundering into my realm with impunity. This quest has begun to interfere with my own ambitions, so I shall now put an end to it. After all these years, the greatest treasure of my sainted brother, King Arthur, is finally within my grasp.
I hardly think so, Morghanna. Surely you know that only one who is pure of heart and deed may look upon the Grail and live, and you, dear lady, are neither.
Such trifling superstitions do not concern me. The Grail will be mine, but not before I have snuffed out this wretched little dungeoneer. And I know that you, Treguard, will make no attempt to stop me, for then you would be breaking your own precious rules.
Morghanna is right, team. The rules of the game prevent me from intervening, but you'd better do something now, or Scott will surely perish.
Spellcasting, F.
No, use but. Remember what Merlin said.
Oh yeah, not to use our greatest magic.
Spellcasting, B. U. T.
On second thoughts, perhaps I shall allow you to live a little longer. Yes, why trouble myself with the irksome task of killing you now, when you are already doomed to die before you reach the final chamber? And even if you do manage to sneak through, snuffing you out when you're on the very brink of victory will bring me even more pleasure. Farewell, Scott, until we meet again.
Phew, she's gone.
Well done, team. You remembered Merlin's words and made the right decision under extreme pressure. But don't start resting on your laurels now. Get Scott moving.
Sidestep left 2 steps, Scotty. A bit back to the right. Good. Now walk forward in a straight line.
He's going off to the right a bit. Turn to the left, Scotty. That's right, and keep going.
As you can see, team, even the deepest depths of level 3 have been mined by those industrious dwarfs. You'd best get a move on, Scott. This is not a place to linger.
Okay, Scotty, we can see you walking along a golden corridor with arches on either side. There's no sign of an exit yet.
Speed up a bit.
Yes, do, for I've detected footsteps behind you and they seem to be gaining fast.
Oh, we can see these 2 goblins coming up behind you, Scotty.
Move faster. Run!
Can't you see the exit yet?
No, it's just like a never-ending tunnel in front of you.
Keep running!
The goblins are fast behind him, team. You must find a way out now.
For God's sake, Nat, cast a spell.
But we can't waste fire on the goblins.
No, Treguard says we need a way out. The door.
Oh, right. Spellcasting. D. O. O. R.
Oh, we still can't see anything ahead of you, Scotty, but one of the arches on your left has opened up. So...
Dash to your left, quickly.
Where am I?
You're in another golden tunnel, exactly like the one you were just in.
Keep running forward.
Oh my God.
Keep running, Scott. The goblins are still behind you. But look, team. What's that I spy at the end of the tunnel?
It's one of those black portals. Keep running, Scotty.
Oh, you never signed up for this.
Yes, you're nearly there.
Where am I?
You're on a sort of big window ledge, it looks like. There are 2 thin windows with pinky light coming through them. And then, diagonally to your right, there's a table, an altar, I guess, with a big golden chalice on it.
You mean the cup that heals?
Well, it better be after all that. Sidestep right, Scott, and...
Oh no, Morghanna's just appeared between you and the cup.
Extreme warning, team. This appears to be the final encounter.
Ah, so you did manage to sneak through after all, you tiresome little whelp. You have been intruding in my chambers for far too long, and now I shall finally extinguish your flame. First, though, the Grail will be mine, and you will have to watch powerless as I claim the ultimate treasure for myself. Ha 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 ha!
I'd say Morgana's overriding lust for the Grail has clouded her judgment, luckily for Scott. Don't waste this opportunity, team.
Spellcast, Nat.
Spellcasting. F. I. R. E.
And?
Go forward, Scotty. Can you see the cup?
Yes.
Pick it up.
Go on, quickly.
Excellent! Scott has the cup. Spell casting. UNITE.
Yes!
Well done, Scotty.
Oh my god, I can't believe it!
Ah, Scott! Let me take that helmet. You won't be needing it anymore. You have taken on the Knightmare challenge and emerged victorious. Well done indeed!
Thanks. But where's the cup gone?
Ah, well, as to that, the cup that heals cannot be redeemed in exactly the same way as the other quest objects, I'm afraid. For surely you know that, very much like the Knightmare challenge itself, the Grail is only a dream. A dream of chivalry, justice, truth, honour, and loyalty. All qualities that you four youngsters possess in spades, I'm pleased to say.
Oh, so we don't get to hold it then?
What a rip-off!
Of course, this doesn't mean that your victory is any less real, and I think it's high time for you to receive your reward. Merlin!
What's going on? Ah, Treguard! What can I do for you?
Well, take a look around, Merlin, and see if you can work it out.
Eh? Oh, alright then. Ah, Scott! Back in the Great Hall of Knightmare, and still in one piece. Well, this can only mean one thing. Spellcasting! R-E-W-A-R-D. There! Your justly deserved reward for a successful quest. It is only a small token, of course, but your real reward is your success here, for what you have achieved is worth far more than any treasure.
Scott, Natalie, Henry, and Jenny, your names are being written on our roll of honour even as I speak, and you will be forever known as four of those very few to have taken on the Knightmare challenge and proven equal to it. Congratulations, and farewell! Spellcasting. H-E-R-O-E-S.
Ah, wonderful! Now, I must return to the dungeon at once. I have several things I need to be getting on with, and I'm sure you do too, Treguard.
Oh yes, Merlin. One or two.
Marvellous! See you later, then.
And the most pressing of those things is getting the next quest underway, for the dungeon is still hot for the kill. Oh dear, having said that, it seems we're all going to have to quell our bloodlust for now, for time has deserted us, and the next adventure must wait until you journey with me once more. That's always assuming you want more, of course. You do? Well, then you know what to do about it, don't you?
Ha 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 ha!